Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Raeann, but you can call me Ray. Today's video is actually going to be kind of fun, like a different kind of fun. So basically, it's going to be a first impressions slash like comparison video. It's like a dual-ended like video. You know, it's like a dual-ended lightsaber. First off, we're going to do a first impressions with this new concealer from Elf. So this is a new version of the Elf 16-Hour Camo Concealer. So the original one, which I have right here, this one is a matte finish. And the new one, which is the one right here, this is a satin finish. So when I saw this at Target, one, I wasn't expecting it, so I was like, when I saw it, I was like, no way. And there was a couple other things there that were new, and some of them I actually already knew about and I ordered, and we're going to do videos on that soon. Just waiting. Just waiting for them to come in the mail. It feels like it's been forever. Anyways, this is one of the new things that I wasn't expecting, and I was super excited about. Both of these concealers retail for $6. And this one, the original one, literally took the world by storm last year. Like, it was, I think a lot of people were saying it was kind of like a Shape Tape dupe. This is, okay, so one, I really liked Shape Tape. Two, I also really liked this one. I'm so excited for this one though, because I'm slowly starting to move over from just all matte products to stuff that's a little more dewy and satiny, just because I'm kind of learning more about my skin. And although I do have oily tendencies, I have combo oily skin, sometimes it's not the best for your skin just to like cover it in all matte stuff. So I'm opening up to the dewy side of the makeup world, and I'm so excited to try this. So we're going to try this one out today, and we're also going to compare it to this one. So part of my face will be with this concealer, the other one will be with this one. I actually want to use this one on this side. Don't know why. So basically, I'm just going to start applying both of these. This one is going to be on this side. The other one will be on this side. I'll just kind of apply it how I normally would in all of the areas that I normally would. I know this tends, I don't know why I said technically, this one tends to dry pretty fast, so I'm just going to treat this one as if it's going to do the same. So I'm going to work in sections and kind of just go over everything that I normally would. I'm going to get my under eye area, going to do any spot concealing and stuff like that, whatever my foundation hasn't covered. Yeah, and if you guys are wondering what foundation I'm wearing already, I did just do a light application of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I picked this back up and have actually been enjoying it right now. So it's this one right here, and I'm wearing the shade 20NN. I don't know why I was literally staring at this and I had no idea what I was looking at. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start applying. I'm going to move kind of fast, but then we'll kind of compare them, get in a little bit closer, and I will also do a wear test. Also going to use a brush kind of just to blend out what I couldn't reach too well with the sponge, since it is a bigger sponge. So far that's actually looking pretty good, and I can already tell how luminous that is. I may want to add a little bit more. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that now. But yeah, I for sure see how luminous this is. Now I'm just going to kind of get the areas that I want a tiny bit more coverage, any redness that's showing through, any scars that's showing through a little bit more than I want. Always get right in here. So I'm totally aware of the fact that it is a week after Christmas and I still have Christmas nails on. I'm probably gonna have these on for at least a couple more days. Okay, yeah, for sure see how luminous this is. Like, I just have a tiny bit left to put back on there. Oh god, I got way too close to my eyebrow. And I start doing that with a brush so I don't take off my whole eyebrow. Trying to do this kind of evenly so when I do get to the other side, at least you can kind of see a difference more. Or like just try to do it evenly so it's kind of split in between the two. Does that make sense? One thing I'm not loving so far is how it looks on my forehead, but I do have oily skin. Well, at least my forehead is a little oily. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Okay, I think I got everything. So let's go ahead and get into the other side, which is going to have the original camo concealer on there. Oh my god, my hair. Let's go ahead and get these, I guess you can call them bangs, out of my face. It's like I still sweep them over to the side, but they're not really that long, so it's like, are they bangs? Are they not bangs? I really feel like I have a dance. Like whenever I'm looking for a brush, I'm like, where'd it go? But like, where did it go? This stuff dries fast, so I'm just gonna pick up the sponge. So I'm just gonna mirror what I did on the other side basically. So I know I went back in a little bit with a little bit more. So I'm going to do that on this side as well. That way it's nice and even. I know it's probably because when I was using this concealer, I think it was more in like, was it spring or summer? Does that sound right? But I can for sure see this side being super drying. And I'm just taking a random brush because I can't find the one that I was using. Story of my life. But yeah, it's like, does not make my under eye area look good at all. But of course it's winter now, so I'm sure my skin is a little bit more dry than it would normally be. Okay, so this is basically what we got going on right now. I look so washed out. It's kind of scary. Alright, so I'll get you guys in a little bit closer. I feel like this light is just really like washing me out right now. Okay, so we'll get you guys in a little bit closer and then I'm probably going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then what I will do is I'll pop back in later in the day. Not sure how many hours I'm gonna do yet, but later in the day before I take my makeup off, I will show you guys what everything is looking like so far. I'm probably gonna do a very minimal makeup day today anyways. It's kind of just like an errands, go to the grocery store sort of day, so nothing crazy, but let's go ahead and get you guys in a little bit closer. Okay, so this is what we're working with so far. Definitely in the forehead area, especially on this side, is a little too dewy for my liking. I'll probably set it, and I'm sure that'll probably make it a little bit better. You can for sure see the like radiance on this side though, and I actually really like it so far. Not a bad coverage. I feel like it's pretty comparable on both sides coverage wise. There was a spot on my face over here. I don't know if that was hair dye or what, something that I'm just not really able to cover. It doesn't look bad. They're basically about the same amount of coverage. It's just honestly the different finishes, which is essentially what this one is. It's the same concealer just with a different finish. So coverage wise, they both look pretty nice. I really liked this concealer for quite some time, so I'm pretty happy with how everything's looking. As far as the finishes, I'm actually kind of leaning towards this one and liking how this one's looking a little bit more, especially since it's winter and my skin's a little more dry than it normally is, I feel like it looks really nice. This one does feel like it's looking a little dry and settling into my lines a little bit more. And I am just really tired. This is the first day of 2020, so why I'm filming this off of like 4 hours sleep, don't ask me. I'm carrying some baggage, okay? I'm just a little tired. Anyways, I'm definitely liking how this side's looking a lot more versus this side, and obviously I feel like my bags are a little more accentuated on this side right here. I did try to do like a roller and a mask, but just tired, okay? I'm just tired. But overall, I'm liking the way that this is looking a little bit more. So just gonna point out forehead, a little dewy, but it's dewy on this side too. It's just my forehead. Liking how it's looking under the eye better on this side versus this side. Everything else is about the same, a decent amount of coverage. I didn't build it up as much as I would on a full makeup day, but I definitely know that this concealer can do that, and I'm just really excited off of this so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I will pop back in later to show you guys what everything is looking like. Okay, so we're back. It's been about like 6 hours or so. You know, I was feeling really ambitious and I wanted to do 16-hour wear test. That's not happening. This is what everything is looking like so far. Not bad. Let me get a mirror though so I can actually see what I'm talking about. So let's try to make this as quick and painless as possible. I am losing a lot of my makeup. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so makeup doesn't look the most perfect in the whole entire world right now. I haven't done any touch-ups or anything like that, and I am 100% ready to go to bed. So I'm gonna make this a little fast, but basically this is what we're dealing with right now. So overall, I actually think that everything looks pretty good. Of course, we're just keeping in mind like the concealer and everything. Like I said, haven't done any touch-ups or anything, so I am oily and all of that, but had I done any powdering and touching up, I'm sure it would look different and it would all look really nice still. That being said, since I haven't done any of that, I feel like it still looks good. I have no complaints. Let's see. So yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. It does crease a little bit, but I have a few like fine lines under my eyes, so I'm not really expecting it not to crease whatsoever. That just kind of happens with a good majority of makeup. So yeah, that's nothing crazy. Overall, I actually think it looks pretty good. And I will say, I'm really excited to keep using this concealer. I actually do like it better than the original. But yeah, I was a fan of the original when it came out. I do, like I said, I usually like matte formulas, but since I am trying to go towards a more like dewy, luminous kind of different finishes just to kind of mix things up and kind of give my skin a break from super drying stuff, especially since it's winter right now, I'm gonna say that I do actually like this one a little bit more. I'm really excited to keep using it. I feel like it kind of reminds me of the Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop. So if you have that one, I feel like these two are pretty similar. I do think that this one has more coverage, but overall I think they're pretty comparable. But yeah, I'm really liking this one so far. I still like this one in general. I just think it was interesting to kind of compare the two. Coverage wise, they're basically the same, but obviously the finishes are different. So I just thought it would be something fun, something different. Since this is a new product, I didn't really know how it was going to look on me, if I was going to like this one more than I like this one, what was going to happen. So I just thought it would be something fun, and it's always nice, like, you know, for me, I always gravitated towards matte products, so I think I would appreciate videos like this where you get to see both of them and then kind of think of like, okay, well maybe I would want to try that even though I normally tried this, and vice versa. So I don't know, I thought it would be something kind of cool, a little bit of a break. It's fun. I was excited to see this product in the stores and I was like, I'm buying it. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, this is not really a review, but both of these concealers are really good. I like the coverage of both of them. I love the applicator. I love the applicator. Yeah, this one I will say didn't have very many shades. I don't remember if I said this earlier, so if I'm repeating myself, but I don't think there was that many shades in this. Like, it just didn't seem like the range was very large. It felt like maybe 10 or less shades. I didn't actually count it out, but it didn't feel like too many. This one has a bunch of shades, so what I'm thinking is maybe they just released a few and then are gonna release more. You know, I don't know why they wouldn't do that since this one has a lot more options compared to this one. So that's one thing to kind of think about, that, you know, the shade range just seemed a little limited, and maybe it was, I did look online and it seemed like it wasn't as many as this one, like definitely not as many as this one. So I don't know if that's something that they're adding later or what it is. I don't even think I've seen Elf post about this yet, unless I'm completely oblivious and haven't been paying attention, which that could be it. So yeah, that's one thing. It just didn't seem like there was very many different shade options for this, so I honestly didn't even know if this was going to be the right one, but they're pretty much the same shade. Pretty much. Close enough. So that's one thing to note about that, and I'm hopeful that they'll add more, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to keep on repeating myself. So far, I really like this. Like, I think if I had to choose between these two, especially right now because, like I said, it's winter, I would definitely choose this one. So yeah, I'm really liking the finish of this. It's just nice and hydrating and just luminous, and it's beautiful. This one is still a good one. I definitely would use this one probably more in the summer once my skin gets a little less parched, you know? They're both great concealers. It's, you know, if you would normally go with the matte one and you're kind of interested in getting this one, I would say go for it. You can do it. Why do I keep saying you know? Anyways, the final word is they're both great concealers. I'm really liking the finish of this one and I'm excited they came out with it, and that's basically it. So, I feel like I should do a drum roll in this too. I did a drum roll in my last video. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, if you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.